Hey guys,
I'm Hallee,
and I'm Jamie.
and this is Literal Nonsense.
Hey guys!
Hello.
Alright, we have made it to
Oh
the end.
my god.
So, we are here. Yeah.
Wow.
So I forget which episode we did that in, where we, talked about the book and then theorized. I don't remember, honestly, but we're doing that again this episode. We're going to recap how this book ends and all the fuckery, and then
it was
we will...
Iron Flame.
Probably was Iron
Part
Flame.
2.
Yeah. And then we will theory speak. So, I was gonna say
Theorize?
I was gonna say spit theories.
Oh.
like spit bars.
Yeah.
I hated it, so I stopped. Anyway.
Gotcha.
So, this episode is going to cover chapter 41 through all the weird little ending random chapters of all the people. So,
Lots
41 through 66, which is pages 340 through 527. So, let's get going. Let's get got. All right.
Let's get
I need chapstick so bad. Okay.
Where's the chapstick?
Here it is.
You don't remember that YouTube video?
I don't know, probably not. I probably yeah, but I knew what you were talking about this time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. So we ended off last episode and they find the Arids finally, or I guess rather
they
the
found
Arids
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, human.
Yeah. So that's how we ended. And so let's start there.
God, this ending of the book was a freaking shit show. It's crazy.
That was a shit show, yes. But let's talk about the Arids because I guess they're kind of relevant for where we're going.
Okay, yeah. So the Arids come, and basically we find out that the dragons in Nevere are, not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, they're the Arids are, peaceful,
Yeah, they, failed. It's a social experiment, and they all failed. And it was set up by the Arids to see if they could,
weird vibes.
Really, be, just, chill, all-knowing dragons, but they chose violence.
Correct.
And death. And destruction. And so the Arids are you're shameful, and we don't want anything to do with you. And Violet's well, we need help.
Yeah, and they...
and they're nah.
No, they literally are no, thank you.
We can't help you.
And again, Darna's getting pissed, and they're basically you were also our little part of our social test.
Yeah.
And you
also failed.
Failed, yeah.
Well, they're appalled because she bonded with somebody. First of all, they don't bond either to humans.
Right.
So the fact that they're doing that still, and the fact that Andarna did that as a baby, they're
not happy.
It's just the worst insult you could give them.
Yeah. And
which I thought was very interesting. It was a little... Because, we have, bits and pieces of, what the Neverian dragons, obviously, what they're because that's a first-hand account, through Violet and all of them, because they're at the school. But, it was cool to see, they're almost, these Arids are, posh.
Yes, they are posh. Well, and, another part that, struck me, too, was they're, mad that she, got rid of her feather tail. She chose a tail, and she was that's my right as, growing up.
Yeah.
And they literally were
why would you ever do that?
They're we have these beautiful feather tails, or whatever.
It was just crazy.
And she, chose a weapon.
Yeah.
So they basically, refused to help her. Now, I will say the one, at this point, even seems a little on the fence. He's, willing to hear her out.
Whereas everyone else is kind of let's get out of here.
Yeah. So he'll kind of come back around. Now, another big thing that happens in this meeting with the Arids is they reveal Xaden's true, I don't know, identity, form, whatever. And so now Riddick knows.
Yeah.
And Riddick does not like this.
Riddick is pissed. he's really pissed with Violet. Like, extremely.
I just think because they already had this whole debacle of Violet's not telling us things. And now, like, here Violet is again, not telling us things.
Yeah, and this is, like, a serious thing.
Yeah.
And, like, Violet kind of plays it off as, like, it wasn't my secret to tell. Which, like, okay, but, like, also, I feel like in this scenario, it doesn't really matter. Because you're all intertwined. You're all friends. Like...
Yeah.
And he's now a threat to not just you, but everybody on the continent.
Yeah. So he gives, which I actually, oh my goodness.
I do that every time.
Every time. Who knows? Whatever. Hallee always fucks with our mic. Oh, okay. All they're gonna hear is clapping in their ears. Anyways, so I actually really like that Riddick is the one, like, of the inner circle in this case, whatever, who finds out, because we really, I feel like, don't see a lot of, like, him and Violet interacting. Normally it's, like, her and Ree, or, like, whatever. So I'm glad that Riddick was the one, because he has, like, a big, like, chat with her.
Well, I think it shows a different side to him, because he's always, like, the goofball, right? Like, he's always making, like, the stupid, insensitive jokes. Right. Because he's, like, the comic relief, I feel. So now he's, like, going off on Violet, and, like, he's mad serious, and he's, like, pissed off, and you see, like, a whole different side to him.
Yeah.
Which I did like.
I did like that, and I honestly think, like, it shows, like, he could be, like, a goofy guy, but, like, he still, like, actually cares and, like, wants to protect his friend, and, like, you know, whatever, the whole 9 yards.
Because you have, like, him, you know, flirting with a third year, and she was, like, you know, like, insults him, and he's like, well, at least I fucked, like, a third year, or whatever.
Right.
And now he's, like... Finally, you should be ashamed of yourself! Like, going, like, mad serious. Like, how could you hide this information from us? Right. This is a threat. Like, this whole time, you know, and Violet's defending Xaden, obviously, but... It's crazy. Would you call it a lecture?
It was like a lecture.
You were like, ooh, Riddick's lecture? And I was like, yeah.
Riddick's lecture. And pretty much the main part, or the reasoning for this lecture, whatever, Xaden ends up walking into this lecture, and... all Riddick wants is for them to be able to tell Ree, Sawyer, and Jesinia. And he's like, those are my conditions.
Oh, yeah, these are my terms.
They need to know. They're your best friends, whatever. And Xaden's honestly like, yeah, like, the more people protect Violet, like, the better. Mm-hmm. So that ends up being fine. So, I mean, unfortunately, now they just have to head home. Yeah. Like, they found the Arids, yay! But, like, they just broke all these rules, and now they're going home, like, empty-handed, which isn't...
They didn't even meet with, like, the ruler of, like, that island.
No.
They just left. They were like, yeah, fuck it.
I think it was, like, one of, like, because now at this point they were hopping, like, little islands, so I don't know if there was even, like, a ruler of it, or if it was just, like, an abandoned island. I don't even know. They kind of found them so randomly. Like...
They washed up on shore, and then it was, like, they walked into the forest, and they were there.
Right. Which, I mean, I'm glad that, like, we got to see all the other, like, big islands before, like, finding them on the little island.
Are you sure it's a little island, or is it the last island?
No, I think they met the people on the last island, then after what's-his-fucking-face gets shot in the heart, they're like, we're leaving, because this is bad.
Oh, yeah.
But then it's on one of those little islands, like, outlying that territory, which is probably why those people are so into dragons, because they probably, like, have more of the lore, because they're around.
Yeah.
But it makes sense to me that they're on, like, this kind of deserted, abandoned island, just because why would they be on a populated island? Yeah.
I think also, too... with this whole thing with, like, Indarna, you know, like, she was so excited to meet her people. Not her people. Well, her dragons.
Yeah. Her peeps.
Her peeps. And she was, like, you know, like, saying, like, she was actually, like, bragging, like, about her life. And they're like, you should be ashamed of your life. Yes. And, like, I remember I was just so heartbroken for her.
Oh, my God. She's devastated. So, like...
And she was pissed.
Flying home, like, she's just... not in a good mood. She doesn't want to talk to Violet. Doesn't want to talk to anyone. And so I feel like this is kind of now again where the book shifts for like the second time, right? We had like this big like almost pirate adventure, like we said. Yeah. And now it's like, well, you found him, great, but now like nothing came of this. Now we have to go home. Yeah. And so now like they're all flying home defeated. Traeger's dead. Like, well, it didn't go well.
Well, because it was almost like life or death for them because. Yeah. They went against, like, their direct orders to do whatever they wanted to do.
Correct.
And they were banking on getting, like, support from the dragons and the islands as well, and they have neither.
Correct. So it's like,
Big
now
yikes.
what? And also the war is like brewing back home.
Yeah.
So it's like
Aricia still doesn't have wards. Yeah.
So they don't really know what like they're flying home into.
Yeah.
So they end up getting home and there's actually like no repercussions. I forget honestly why, like what the whole deal was. I don't really care, but all is well. There's like a war going on. There's like more important shit, you know?
Yeah. There's other stuff to do.
So.
I think because like they already have like such low numbers that it's like
we can't like
expel, kick them out, you know?
Yeah, expel people.
Yeah.
So pretty much right when they get home, they tell Ree, Sawyer, and Jacinia about Xaden.
Yeah.
They're like a little pissed, but like they're fine. As per usual, they're like, yeah, you should have told us, we support you.
Yeah.
Fine. Now, the next big thing that occurs is we find out Violet's second signet.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll talk about...
I was kind of like, about it.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. Just...
Okay, so, okay.
I don't know, it was just a vibe I got. I was like, okay, of course.
Really? Okay, so her second signet is that she's a dream walker.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a form of intrinsic, so it's like, you know, still like not great.
But Xaden makes it sound like it's like the worst kind of intrinsic because you're trekking through people's minds when they're the most vulnerable.
Right, because you can't guard.
No.
Against this.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, you're doing it accidentally right now, but if you, on purpose, start,
honed your skills, you're the biggest weapon.
So that's interesting.
Oh, and Violet's also the biggest weapon that they have.
Like, lightning-wise?
Yeah, like, she's, like, the best of her year. She's, like, it's mentioned in the books. She's the biggest weapon, so I think that's why there's also no repercussions for her.
Right, like, they're like, well, we would fuck ourselves. So.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So, I don't know. I kind of agree with you. Like,
what did you... Were you happy? I don't know. Like...
I think I assumed there should be some form of intrinsic just because...
Yeah, and we had that discussion.
Yeah. Now, we also were saying this as well. How Yarros said, like, it's obvious, like, what
in book 2.
Is. I feel like, yes, because, like, we literally made comments, like, oh, is Violet, like, her and Xaden are having the same dreams.
Yeah.
Like, is that his dream? Is it her dream? So, like, we even kind of said it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. So, I don't know either.
I don't know. And, like, obviously because, like, book 2 is, like, all, like, there are so many dreams, obviously.
Right.
So, like, that makes sense as to why, like, her second signet was all over book 2, but, like, I don't know.
I think it's cool.
Like, that's that's cool, but, like, also, see, now I feel like we're treading into that of course territory, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, of course they came back to school and there was no repercussions. Of course she's some type of intrinsic, like, Xaden, and, like, you know what? Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being, like, a pessimist, but...
No, I can see what you're saying. Which, I have another of course moment in a little bit I'm sure that we'll agree on.
Okay.
So yeah, so Violet's intrinsic. She's a dream walker again, it's cool. I don't really feel as Xaden feels, where it's like the craziest, most dangerous intrinsic. Like, I just don't feel that way.
I mean, like, I guess, but, like...
I also will bring up...
Is she gonna be, like, creeping around at night? Like,
right. And I feel like we'll talk about this when we get to, like, the theory part of the episode, because people have theories about, like...
Everything.
How next book will look, whatever, yeah. So...
Everything.
Okay, fine. So now, after this happens, pretty much right into it, Aricia is under attack.
Mm-hmm.
We run into our girl Theophany again. Whatever. I mean, at this point, like, they're noticing the numbers of Venin, and they're like, we're just fucked, you know?
Yeah, they're, like, nobody really has any hope.
No.
You know? And it's, like, I feel like everyone is still very doom and gloom because of their quote-unquote failures.
Which, I could see that. And I think, like, you know, Violet has a level of doom and gloom as well, because... they didn't find a cure for Xaden.
Yeah.
Brennan also knows, and he's trying to mend Xaden, which is, like, not going well. Like, he's like, I can't, you know?
Yeah.
So I think, like, there's a level of doom and gloom in the book, but then also, like, a personal, like, doom and gloom.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't really get any better.
No. So the battle's going on again. I feel like the battle scenes we don't like go into detail as far as what we elaborate, just because it's good writing. They're written well, but like how much can we talk about it?
Yeah.
And so one of the big parts of the battle is that I forget this dragon's name. The one that like was kind of the more forgiving of Andarna.
Yeah. I want to say like his name was like Simon or something.
His name was for sure not Simon.
I know. But I like want to say it is.
I hate that. But basically
Igor?
I'm gonna look. Point being is that he comes there and he's like, oh, you need me for the ward stone, right? Okay, fine. Which that was good.
So he just blows that place up mid-battle. Fine.
And like they don't know what's going on because Theophany is like facing off against Violet, and then she like gets so scared and like flees. And they realize after, because like the Arids came and they're gonna like put the wards up.
Yeah.
I don't see what his name is.
Which was like fine, great, whatever. So now Arisha has wards, but then Siggy?
No, bitch.
Iggy Pop?
Leothin. You were nowhere close, but
What?
Swear to God.
Let me see.
Leothan. Glances at Ree. Leothin's voice softens.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
His name is Leothin.
So,
Whatever.
Leothin
Yes.
comes and fires a wardstone. Okay, great. And then he's like, Andarna, like, are you gonna come with me and I will teach you how to be an Irid, or are you gonna stay here?
Which, that's like a fucked up thing for her, because obviously she doesn't want to leave Violet, but at the same time...
She also has a bond with Violet. So, like, she would feel, like, physically, like, sick and fucked up because they'll be so far away.
Well, I think she cuts the bond.
No, she does. I'm saying, yeah.
Oh, but I'm saying, well, yeah. But...
Like, there's no way to maintain
also,
that.
how does she say no? You know, like...
Of course, because she's been waiting all these years.
Yeah. So, damn. So
she goes.
Yeah,
if that
goes.
Wasn't obvious. She leaves.
I was surprised. Again, we mentioned how we were surprised by like, the storyline
I was
in
not
general
expecting
with
all
Andarna's
this.
kind, but like also the fact that she leaves I was shocked by.
Yeah.
And so since Violet has Tarn, like she's able to like live.
Yeah.
From,
because
like,
that's
a cut bond.
Because it's a stronger bond because he bonded her first.
Correct. But she's also like almost like dealing with all the repercussions of a bond being broken, but like surviving.
Yeah, I mean, like she says in the book, like it literally feels like a part of her soul has been ripped out of her.
She's like dying.
Like that's crazy, and that goes for like what 2-3 weeks, right? She's like kind of like moping around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was crazy too how the bond, how it breaks. Leothin just like blinks, and it's just like snapped, done.
Well, the Irids, I think, are, like, really powerful. I think
No,
we'll learn
they
more about
are.
them, like, as Andarna learns.
But I'm just
as well.
saying, like, you know, knowing this going forward, like, do you think, like, I wonder if there's going to be, like, more bond breaking in the future.
I don't know, because they would
Breaking
die.
bond.
You know what I'm saying? Like...
Breaking bond.
I think...
The Empyrean. Book 4.
I think that was why she had 2 dragons, was to, like, be able to open up this plot line. Whereas, like, other people wouldn't be able to, like, have a bond broken because they would die. It's like when the dragon dies, essentially that's what breaking a bond is.
Oh, yeah.
And then they die. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, because Violet's like, oh, I see why people die. Like, it's almost like they, like, give up their will to live, because she's like, I almost, like, want to if it wasn't for Tarn, you know? So...
Well, and I think... It's so interesting because, like, even she starts to say, like, how she notices, like, Tarn's thoughts more. Like, he's much more prevalent, and she doesn't know if it's because he's, like, trying to make up for, like, Andarna being gone, or if because Andarna's bond with her was kind of suppressing her bond with Tarn.
Right.
Which is I thought that whole thing was, like, very interesting. Like, that whole conversation about, you know.
I like how she's, like, writing more, I don't know, like, circumstance with the dragons, like, how Sagal's been reacting to Xaden being Venin, how a person would respond if their bond was broken but still lives.
Yeah.
Like, I'm enjoying all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, I get why Andarna did it. It sucks. It's sad. So, like, Violet's just, like, in this deep depression. And then she starts, like, coming out of it. Yeah. But it's almost, like, pretty quick moving.
Well, yeah, because something happens.
I forgot what happens. Oh. I know what happens. Do you know what happened? Well, you say it since you knew. Why did you, like, dicked me along? Like, what the fuck?
No, I don't know what happens. Aren't they under attack again?
Yeah. Theophany steals Mira.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, like, you, like, knew that whole time.
No, like, they were, like, I knew they were, like, under attack.
When something happened, yeah. No, I was the same, like, okay, I thought we both, like, knew something happened but forgot what. I thought that you literally, like, knew they took Mira and you were like, I don't know, tell me. And I was like,
oh, no.
What an asshole.
I was like, no, tell me.
Oh. Alright. Anyway, they steal Mira. So, Violet is, like, super...
Which is crazy, because Mira's a badass.
Yeah. And also, I think, so Violet's blaming herself, because right before Mira leaves to go on post, whatever, they have, like, an exchange of, like, secrets, and everyone gets angry. So Brennan is like, yeah, like, Zayden's a venom.
Yeah.
And Mira's like, what? You know too?
They have, like, a red table.
No, like, literally. And so, like, she's really upset. But then, in this little secret exchange, Mira tells Violet, like, from her grandmother, we mentioned last episode, that she found out that her parents did, in fact, dedicate her to Dune, which is why she has the silver hair.
Like, they went to the island.
To, like, try to, like, heal her weakened bones and shit.
Yeah.
So, like, they're both pissed at each other, so Mira kind of, like, goes off in a huff. Mm-hmm. But now Theophany steals her. Yeah. So Violet's like, it's my fault, and, you know, the whole dramatic heroine-type situation. Yeah.
So, do you think Mira's gonna get turned venom? Do you think she's gonna kill Mira?
I don't know. Like, you mean Yarros? Like, will Yarros kill Mira off?
No, I was talking about Theophany.
Oh, at this point, is that what I think?
Yeah. I feel like Theophany would turn her into venom.
I would agree.
Like, she'd force her to turn.
So I guess this is where my next, point where we say, like, of course, comes in. Uh-huh. So they all go to rescue Mira at Drathis, right? Is that how you say it? What do we think?
Drathis. Sure.
Okay. And they've been having dreams about Drathis, so we're, like, kind of aware this is going to be, like, there's, like, foreshadowing, like, this will be where the ending battle is kind of situation. So they go to Drathis. Okay, Theophany has Mira. I'm choking out, so excited. So they're having this, like, little face-off. They have, like, a big plan. They're like, all right, we have to, like, save civilians and Mira and whatever.
They're trying to do it all.
And I think, you know, they had a sense of security that the wards are up in Aricia now, but now it's like, of course, like, they would have been fine hiding behind the wards without Mira being stolen. Yeah. I'm sure they would have tried to help the civilians, but I feel like it would have been, like, almost like a half-assed effort. Mm-hmm. Now that Mira's taken, it's like...
Well, I think, like, she would be like, she's kind of, like, the priority.
Right. I would agree, but I just think, like, you know, they have, like, they send, like, all the troops out. Yeah. Whereas, like, I just don't get the vibe if Mira wasn't taken, they would have done. Like, they want to save the civilians, and it's, like, their whole thing, you know, they're all...
It's actually noble. For show.
But it's I'm also, all for show. Yeah, kind of. Like, I get that vibe, almost.
That's really
funny. I'm like, would you have cared that much if one of your own wasn't taken? I don't know. So, yeah.
True.
I don't know, right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You have a point there.
Okay. So they go, they try to save Mira. Now, they're, you know, have this whole plan. They're trying to save Mira. Theophany slits her throat. So.
Oh, yes!
Okay.
Oh my god. Wait, I, like, totally forgot about that.
Well, here's my thing.
But she didn't die.
Thank you. Again, this is where my of course moment comes in. Mm-hmm. I felt like when she slit her throat, I had that moment of, like, just keep her dead. Just keep her dead.
Yeah.
And of course, she didn't.
No. Because Brennan came, right, and mended her?
And it was a close call, I admit, whatever. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, the scene was good, but there was a big part of me that was almost like, be dead.
Yeah, like...
Because I remember reading it and I was like, oh my god, like, this is crazy.
Right, but I had that reaction, but
yeah.
I also was like, I know it's not going to stay this way.
Well, so then when she got mended, I was like, of course.
Right. And I think, like, just expecting these authors, like, even when her throat got slit, and I was like, oh, no way! Already I was like, but is she going to stay dead?
I know. Which
like,
is sad, because she's done a really good job of just, like, killing people off.
Yes. And I will say, I think the way the authors write it sometimes, like, when they're going to kill someone off. Like, her mom's scene, you were like, alright, like, she's going to stay dead.
Because there's so much build-up.
Right. This was, like, the chapter ended, it said she draws the blade across Mira's neck and slits her throat, and the chapter ends. And I'm like, alright, it was kind of almost like the Reese was dead. Like,
oh, yeah.
You're like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't know, girl. So...
I think, maybe... what was the thought that was just in my brain?
The squirrels are running rampant.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone now. Never mind. Maybe it'll come back. It was something about, like, Mira and people dying.
Okay, we'll get think of it.
Yeah.
So, Brennan grabs Mira. He's like, let's go, Mira. Whatever. They fly her up. Whatever. Mend her. Fix her throat. And there was an interesting thing about Brennan, which I was interested in. And basically she says, Brennan walks away. Weird. There's no mark on the back of his neck like he carries on his palm. There hadn't been one on Dane's wrist either. So I guess when Brennan heals someone, he normally, like, will...
leave a signature?
Kind of. Yeah. And so I thought that was, like, but, like, I don't know. To me, whenever an author writes something, like an internal thought, and then, like, points it out as weird, I'm like, ding, ding, ding. I don't know what that means.
I wonder if that has anything to do with, like, his theory.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was thinking as well. Like, when he, like, saved Nolan? Naolin, thank you, that's what it is. So, just food for thought. Okay, so they take Mira away. Now, they're, like, facing off against Theophany.
Yeah, and then, what's it called? Indarna comes back.
Yes.
To help them.
Which, I was shocked. I thought she'd be gone for the rest of the book.
That's what I thought as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of like, why is she here? She left, now she's back? Come on.
Yeah, like, I feel like she didn't serve much of a purpose. It was
That's
fine.
true.
Like,
she just brought them with her.
Yeah, like, it's just, like, she helped... No,
some of the dragons.
Yeah, like, she helped Violet, but, like, I think it could have been fine without that,
Yeah.
We also learned that Theophany... Her signet is, like, Storm's, like, Violet's mother.
Yeah, which...
That's crazy. Now, also, I think it's interesting how, like, this book goes into, like, the balance of good and evil, and it's, like, whatever signets they have as humans, a Venom also has that signet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's also mentioned that, like, things need to be in balance.
Right, like, in check, yes.
Right, so, like, if there's somebody who, can... do something with ice, there has to be somebody who could do something with fire.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
But, like, both humans, right?
Yeah.
Right, but so I would imagine if there's an ice human, there's also an ice venom.
Yeah.
Probably. Like, there's good ice, bad ice, but there's also ice and fire. Like... Yeah,
because I was thinking, like, along this lines, like, if Violet's mom was, like, a storm wielder, and she's dead, what does that... what does that then say of, like, her opposite to keep her in check? You know what I mean? But, like, also interesting that, like, Theophany, who's the one that wants Violet so badly...
has the mother's power.
Yeah.
But I argue, like, Violet's, like, lightning is, like, a storm, so, like, she probably really could, like, train her.
Probably, but I don't know. I think Theophany is a very interesting character, and I think... that for whatever reason, I feel that, like, somebody in Violet's family is a Venom.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, we'll chat about this. So, again, epic battle scene. There's people battling everywhere. Now, the end of the book I enjoyed because we get different point of views.
Yeah, that was good.
So, we get Imogen, Xaden, and Rhee. I felt Ree's chapter was, like, just fine.
Yeah, it wasn't anything.
Anticlimactic, in my opinion, whatever. Imogen's really got me, actually. So in Imogen's chapter, her best friend Quinn dies.
Yeah.
I had, like, a tear. Like, I really did.
I didn't have a tear, but, like, I was upset.
Yeah, like, I was like, damn. I also texted Hallee as I was reading this, and I was like, wait. Like, were Quinn and Imogen together? And they're not, because Imogen likes Garrick, which we, like, know. But I was kind of like, I don't know. I think it was, like, a strong friendship, but I just was like, wait a minute.
Because they were always together, and I feel like there was, like, I don't know, maybe for whatever reason, I thought there was, like, insinuations of them, like, hooking up in the book.
Same. And I literally Googled it. I was like, are Imogen and
Oh, you did?
Quinn together? And it was like, no.
Yeah.
So, whatever. That's just a digression, but it was very sad.
Yeah.
And they, like, had, like, a flashback to when they met at, like, the parapet, and I was like,
yeah,
damn. Like,
that was...
So that was kind of whatever. I enjoyed that. Like, I think it was a good tool to put it in Imogen's point of view, because it was almost like if Quinn died from Violet's point of view,
she wouldn't have much to say.
Right, it's like less, whereas from Quinn's death, from Imogen's point of view, it's like a main character in Imogen's life. So, like, the emotion behind it was like, wow.
And I wonder, too, like, why make such a big deal about Quinn?
That's interesting.
Because, like, yeah, there's mentions of her throughout the other books, but, like, not as much as, like, Riddick or...
I think Imogen's gonna be a big player. Maybe that's why. Like, this will be, like, maybe her arc or her villain arc, or, you know what I'm saying?
Well, so that's the thing. That's a lot of theories about Imogen.
Right. Okay, so that's Imogen's chapter. Now Xaden's chapter. He's also captured in a similar way that Violet is. They have, like, Tarn and Sable tied up, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna be saved, and so Xaden fully just unleashes himself. And Violet feels it, and she, like, knows that he channeled. Like, smoke goes over the whole everything, and she's like, God damn it. Like, she's like...
Yeah, and then she gets, like, knocked out.
Yes. So,
and then all this crazy shit happens.
In, like, one chapter.
Yeah. The last chapter,
So, how did you feel about Xaden channeling? I mean, I think we expected it. There was going to be a point of no return at some point.
Well, yeah, and I think we were waiting for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that he was going to be able to keep, like, that in, like, checks and balances, you know what I mean? Especially, like, knowing that they were going to lose this battle.
Right.
And, you know, God forbid Violet dies, Xaden was going to come in. But I just think it's crazy how the Venom was like, you'll turn for love.
Yeah.
And that's really why... he did, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was,
I do think what's interesting...
That was the point of no return.
I do think it's interesting, though, when he's, like, channeling, you know, whatever, channeling fully and, like, unleashing himself, whatever.
Can you stop saying unleashing himself? It's kind of making me uncomfortable.
Like, you think it's, like, that gives me very, like, Cassian...
Yeah.
I think that's why. It's just, that actually probably makes more sense in this context.
Yeah.
But we're traumatized.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So, Xaden...
Did you ever see Shadow and Bone?
No.
On Netflix? You never seen it?
No.
You never read it either, right?
Mm-mm.
So, basically, like, I imagined, like, from that story, like, what happens when he, like, channels and all the shadows go everywhere, because, like, the villain in Shadow and Bone, I think his name's Alexander. He's really another shadow daddy. But there's like a part like in the show and like in the books where like, you know, like it shows like the whole like
like that
this black cloud kind of thing, just like come in and just wipe everything out.
Which is like what he did.
Yeah.
But I find it interesting how in that scene, like there's multiple quotes of like, you know, we know that Venom, like, have no emotions or whatever. They don't, you know, whatever. And so, he's, like, she says she loves him. Like, she throws that into, like, their mental bond kind of thing.
Yeah, and that was, like, the last thing she says to him.
Yeah, and he says, I love her. That emotion is all that I cling to. The fire of pure power burning at my feelings' edges. And I know that if I take it any further, it'll be the next and final piece to float away. So, like, the final thing he's holding on to is his love for her. Mm-hmm. Which, like, kind of another of course moment, right? Of course it is. But I would argue that makes sense for him and checks out because He doesn't care about anything besides for her.
Yeah.
So that, I think, will definitely be his, like, redeeming thing.
Well, yeah, so then that leads to...
Theories. So let's just finish up with Violet's point of view, and then we can go into theories. So Violet wakes up. It's been, like, 36 hours? Something weird like that.
Yeah.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah, she wakes up alone. And then Imogen comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So
she doesn't know where she's been.
No, she's very confused. Like, she's disoriented, whatever. She looks over on the side of the desk, right? And there's a box, right? And a card.
I believe so. So, she wakes up and she hears that there's eggs missing from the hatching grounds. That was, like, one of the first things she learns. And she's like, why? Which I'm also like, why? Because I don't really get that part either yet. You know? Like, interesting. She still is confused. She learns that there's riders missing, and she finds out that Garrick is one of them. So she's like, oh, this is not... Who's the other ones, you know? Then she looks, and there's a wedding ring on her hand.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, what happened? And then she says, it's not just a ring on any finger, it's the finger. And I was like, bitch, I don't think we needed you to point that out, but that's fine.
I love it.
So there's, like, a missive for her, like you said. And it says, don't look for me, it's yours now.
Yeah.
So she's like, what is going on? Okay.
And then Imogen comes in, and Violet's like, what happened? Mm-hmm. And Imogen's like, what you wanted me to do.
Yeah, what you asked me to.
Yeah.
Which is fucked. So, Violet clearly...
Because Imogen is a mind eraser.
Yes. So, Violet is clearly married to Xaden. It's yours now, I would assume, is Orisha. Like, what else would that mean? You know? I mean, who knows? But that's, I think, pretty much what everyone is like. That's what it means.
Yeah.
So, clearly, he's past the point of no return. Fine. He left her the city. But, like, where do they go? You don't know. Who's missing? Now. We also, I forget whose chapter we find this out in. I think it's Xaden's. He's like, why would they turn Venin? They've seen me struggling. Mm-hmm. So...
My brother, he says...
Mm-hmm.
He calls him his brother.
So, I think... Who do you think... I mean, I think we kind of agree.
I think it's Garrick.
Okay, who are your top 2 suspicions?
Garrick, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Garrick's, like, my number 1 slot.
And then second?
And I guess Bodhi.
That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm more team Bodhi than Garrick, actually.
Really?
So, I guess we had talked about this, right? And saying who...
No, right. Wait, but him and Bodhi had that really weird altercation.
Who?
Xaden and Bodhi.
Like...
In the book. Remember they had, like, that weird, like... Because Xaden's trying to, like, prep Bodhi... like, to take over once he leaves.
Yes.
And Bodhi, like, makes a comment or something, and he was like, you can keep it, or something. I don't know, something like that.
Xaden's basically like, you can't keep fighting, because if you die and I die, like, there's no one to run Orisha.
Yeah.
And Bodhi's like, I will die, like, fighting by your side kind of thing. Like, I don't want to just be, like, the next in line who you're keeping safe. Like, I want to, like, fight with you.
So do you think it's Bodhi then?
Could be Bodhi.
He followed him into the
also,
fire.
That would make more sense as far as why Xaden would leave Violet Orisha. If they're both Venin. So I don't know though. So okay, so obviously now we're going into theories.
Yeah. But it also says like it's yours now. You know, I feel like sometimes that can maybe like draw into like the ring theory. Of like, because people are saying what's in the ring.
Okay, so let's talk about that now.
Okay.
So
essentially people believe that like Xaden put like the last of his soul into the ring.
Almost like a Horcrux.
Yeah. So then that way, like, because the thing with Venin is they have no souls.
Yes.
Right? So if Xaden somehow put part of his soul in the ring, like if Violet goes to try to save him, at least there's some
correct
of him, you know?
Mm-hmm. What do we think about this theory?
That would be crazy. That would be so crazy.
I don't hate it.
No, but I think it's... I have to see the way she goes about it, though, like, how he put his soul in the ring.
Well, and also...
You know?
Okay, I forget, like, the exact context, but he has, like, a family, like, dagger, sword, whatever.
Oh, yeah. And the Sword of Orisha.
Yeah, and there was an emerald missing for it for, like, months, and that was the emerald in the ring. So it's also, like, where was the foresight? Like, yeah, like, is there more to this? Like, why that? You know, like... Just convenience? Was this a plan prior? Like, what's the deal here? Does it tie into that theory that you just said? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe because, you know, Xaden was obviously, like, planning ahead.
Correct.
He was trying to train Bodhi to take over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was trying to, like, he told Violet, like, he thinks he, like, knows the threshold of, like, what he can go up to, like, how many days or whatever,
correct.
not channeling. Like, so obviously, like, it's, like, thought out, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to figure out the science behind it.
I think the ring is significant in some form. Is it just sentimental emotion, like, significance? Maybe. Or is it, like, bigger plot line, soul...
if that's the case.
Important. I'm not sure which one. I think it's important in some fashion, significant.
Mm-hmm. I mean... Okay, yeah. Is there anything else you want to say about this theory? Because I want to go into another theory.
Well, so ring theory, I think, good. So I want to close up on the who's Venom theory.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it has to be Garrick or Bodhi because when obviously they didn't call him his brother, whatever, fine, that would imply that it's a male. I don't know if Venom are all considered, like, brothers in arms. I'm not sure. You know, who knows? But I will also say, he said, like, he saw me struggling. Like, how could he do this? And so it's like, it's someone who knows that Xaden's Venom, which narrows it down quite a bit.
People are also saying it might be Brennan.
Well, so it doesn't say. So it has to be, if we talk about everyone that knows that Xaden's Venom, it's Violet, Rhee, Justinia, Sawyer, Riddick, and Brennan, and Mira. So if it really genuinely is, like, brother, meaning male, that slashed out half of them, I think the top 3 contenders, would be Garrick, Bodhi, and Brennan.
I don't know, but the way that she worded it, like, I just don't see it being a woman.
Agreed, and I also don't see it being Brennan for that reason. I think Xaden meant brother and, like, in his own form.
Yeah,
I think that
not
was,
like brother in Venom.
Correct, and I would see that more as Garrick or Bodhi. It's hard, though, because they referred to Jack as his brother several times. So I don't know.
Oh,
but I really do think I get a strong inclination it's Bodhi or Garrick. Maybe on my end, I'm going to go more Team Bodhi just because of Orisha is now hers.
That makes sense.
I think Xaden, if it wasn't Bodhi, would have been like, you need to stay and run this.
But I don't know because, like, you know, Oh, hello? Because he says that, you know, Garrick was, like, his brother growing up.
So, okay, so I think...
Well, he doesn't say that. He's like, oh, like, he was my Dane. But, like...
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so, like... I don't know, like, I think Xaden has called Garrick his brother before, where I don't think he's done that with Bodhi. So I don't know. But I can definitely see, like, your point.
But I also,
I wouldn't be mad with either.
Well, so same. I was about to say that. Like, I actually kind of like, I see all your points as well. I kind of like that we're, like, one of each.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see who wins.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so that's the end of that theory. I just wanted to mention, like, the little... who it could be thing, but now whatever your next theory is.
Okay, so Violet's dad.
What's up with that?
Who the hell is this guy? Okay, so I didn't even notice this. My coworker did. Shout out Abby. She was like, "Did you notice that he has 2 different names?" And I was like, "What?"
What?
He has 2 different last names. In the book, like, you know how there's, like, the little excerpts before the chapter? So, what did we find out his name was?
Is it Ace? Am I wrong?
What?
Asher?
Asher.
I think I was thinking Ace because I'm watching Gilmore Girls and he's calling her Ace.
His name is Asher. So in some of the excerpts it says Asher Soaringale, but then in some of them it says Asher, like, Baxton or something. I'm
gonna fact check Abby. Abby, I'm gonna fact check you, but that is very interesting.
So what the fuck, you know? And why are the kids Soaringale?
And also, really...
Why do they have their mother's last name?
Also very strange to me in general, like... I mean, we kind of just breezed over the fact that her parents, like, fucking... not sold her to Dune, but, like, put her up to Dune as, like, the...
Yeah, but does she have family from there?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I think it's, like, a little weird they did that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get, like, they were trying to heal her and whatever, but I think we kind of just glossed over that fact of, like, her parents must be a little bit weird to do that anyways, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, don't love that. So what do you think is up with this guy?
I don't know. Who is he? Why, like, her family situation is so bizarre to me, and, like, I feel like that is, like, the biggest thing that I cannot wait to see unravel.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because that's, like, the biggest mystery. Because, like, that really stumps me. The whole, like, Xaden, like, now he's Venom, oh, who's his brother? Like, okay, like, we've narrowed it down. We could probably, you know.
Take a little guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Where this, I have, like, no. I have no idea at all.
I agree. Do we think her dad's still alive? I don't think so. I don't know.
Is her dad a Venom? You know, is that what stopped his research? Was he so upset over Brennan that, like, he left on an escapade or whatever, trying to be his scribe self and then ended up turning Venom? Like...
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know.
Why does he have 2 names?
No, I agree with that.
Why do the kids have Sorengale as their last name? Their mom's last name.
That's very interesting to me. I'm trying to find, like, and see if I can find one. Yeah, interesting. I think we'll have more about the dad. So now that this is a theory, I guess it could be a theory. Unsure. But as far as Violet's dream signet, people are saying this makes sense why it was revealed in this book, because they're speculating that this will be the main interaction between Violet and Xaden in the next book. They're clearly going to be separated. And so that is going to be important as far as, like, their bond is still connected in the unconscious.
That makes sense.
Even if he's, like, blocking her out.
Yeah, but also the bond is broken between
Xaden and Sagel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But maybe because he broke it, like, he wouldn't die, or he has no soul. I don't really know. I don't know. That's
what
interesting to play out as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sagel, whatever, she's like, you know.
By Second Lieutenant Asher Daxton.
Daxton, there you go, yeah.
But is that the same person? I don't know. No, I have no idea.
Why would there be 2
Ashers?
Yeah.
That's a little obnoxious. I agree.
Lieutenant? So that means he was a writer. Does that not? Scribes aren't lieutenants.
I don't know. I'm annoyed by this.
Why are you annoyed?
I'm more just, like, angry. Because I don't really, like, not that I don't read the little top things. I read them, but I feel like I definitely don't put, like, as much...
As, like, an emphasis on them, right? I didn't know this either. I mean, I didn't either. And then my coworker told me this, and I was like, you're lying. And she was like, yep. And I was like, fuck.
Wow. Wow, Abby. Wow.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that is.
And then people are also talking about Imogen and, like, why she colors her hair pink. Like, apparently there's, like, some, like, theory. Yeah.
What would that theory be?
I don't know. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't dive into those?
No, I didn't.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. So I do think next book, since I mentioned briefly, like, not again like a theory, but kind of a speculation for dreams will be a big part of the next book.
That makes sense. I didn't think of that.
Do we have any idea of where we're going with the next book? Do we have any thoughts, any opinions?
So, like, where are they going? The Barrens, I guess?
Well, I don't know if they're going. They're not going anywhere. Like,
they're just... But he's gone. He says, don't look for me.
Oh, you mean where's he going?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously with somebody.
Yeah. So he's a lieutenant colonel.
And where's Jack? Do you think Jack is still in Nevers? In the prisons?
Do you think Jack even matters anymore? You know? I get the vibe that Jack is kind of just like, whatever.
Jack has used up all his usefulness.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So there's 2 books left.
Yeah.
So where do we think we're going? I think we're going to have, for sure, because again, I don't think... Oh, no! It can't be Brennan, the Venom, because he's talking to Violet.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to, like, my brain unfog for a momentary. Okay. Momentarily, whatever. Anyways. I think we're going to find out more about Brennan and...
Naolin. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so, too. I think also Tarn...
I think Naolin is a Venom.
Yeah, I think Tarn will open up more about... I think Violet's going to push Tarn a lot more because it's only him now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Andarna will be a part of the 4th book. I think she'll come back in the 5th. I have, like, a feeling.
Agreed.
And she'll, like, save the day, you know?
Yes, agreed. I don't know what I think the 4th book's going to revolve around. Because, like, we knew this book would revolve around, like, the cure and finding Andarna's kind because it kind of related to the cure. And it was different than we expected, but kind of, like, still on par with what we were expecting. Like, the topics were the same, just how she did it was, like, different than we expected.
Do you think it's going to be, like, an Auritia?
This book, I don't know. So, she has mentioned one of the people that we love will not make it past
Book 4.
book 4.
Oh, yeah, because we were talking about, like, who would we want to die?
Yeah. We were saying it's probably Rhea or Riddick.
Yeah.
Assuming. But to me, that also means, like, there has to be a battle of some kind, like...
Oh, yeah. Well, I think the Venom are still going to be around, obviously.
But now there's Ward, so, like...
I high-key would love if, like, Theophany grabbed Violet.
I don't know what I have actually no ideas what I think is going to happen in book 4 and 5. I think eventually, like, Xaden will be cured. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's, like...
Yeah.
I feel pretty strongly about that.
Because you don't think either of them die, right?
I don't think so, but, like... I would also, as fucked up as this sounds, I'd be, like, okay with it. Just because I'd be like, wow, like, you really got me.
Yeah.
But...
I kind of want them to take, like, their last dying breaths together.
But I will say, what I don't want to happen is, like, a Divergent situation. That was horrible.
What do you mean? Oh, like, when they leave and there's, like, a whole nother society?
Well, no. I meant, like, how the last book she killed Triss.
Oh. Oh, okay.
And, like, I just felt like that was almost like she did it for the shock factor, but then, like, fucking 4 gets with Christina.
Well,
like,
yeah, because it was mad random at that point.
I was like, no, actually, I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? If you kill them both, like, need it to be like... So, another theory. I don't even want to bring it up, but I'm going to.
What?
I've seen many of these theories. I'm not going to ask you how you feel about it, because I know how you feel about it. I'm going to ask if you think that it's true.
Okay. Wait, didn't you already ask me this theory?
I don't know.
I think you did.
But people think Violet's pregnant.
Pregnant, yeah, you told me this. I don't think it's true.
I don't know. I'm not sure. There was, like, quotes that, like, were like, huh, interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would literally hate that. I would hate that with all my heart.
So I didn't ask you how you felt about it. I asked you if you thought it was true.
Don't do it, Rebecca. Don't do it. Don't be like all these other bitches, okay? They're all getting their fairies pregnant and, you know, making fucking vampire werewolf babies. Enough of this.
Who's doing that?
All these fucking fantasy books, man. Like, it's just like everyone always ends up getting pregnant. Like, look at ACOTAR. What's the other thing? The other one. Twilight. Yeah. Like, let's just maybe not do this.
So, the part of the theory...
Mythical creatures should not have children.
Hallee would argue that for humans as well. But I also saw, like, people, not just, like, the certain quotes in the book that were speculation, but also, like, Rebecca's mentioned that she's made Xaden strongly after her husband, which...
Wait.
Did you? I don't know, Rebecca, but
wait,
fine.
What? I've never heard of this.
Yeah, and, like, the age that Violet is in the next book would be when Rebecca had her first child. So, like, they're like, is this, like, a situation?
Oh, my God. Are you kidding?
No.
Ugh. How old is she in the second book?
I don't fucking know. I can Google it if you want me to.
Wait, and she based Xaden off of her husband?
I mean, I think that's a gross exaggeration.
No way.
Well, I swear to God. This was when she had her first child. We have 6 children.
Holy! Well, he's also, I think, in the military.
Well, if Xaden's based after him, I too would have 6 children with this man. I mean, these two must be fucking every day. At this point. What?
Wait, are you saying sexually she based Xaden off of her husband, or like?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I mean, if that. I mean,
God damn.
God
damn.
I'm speechless.
Holy shit. Wait, also, I don't know if anyone else knows this because I didn't know this, but like Rebecca Yarros like writes a lot of like military romance books.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one of my other coworkers, shout out to Paige, she's like, oh yeah, I read this book by Rebecca Yarros. And I was like, oh my god, Fourth Wing? And she was like, no. She said like whatever the name was. And I'm like, we're definitely not talking about the same person. And she was like, no, we definitely are.
Yeah, you know, I didn't realize that until after Fourth Wing either.
Isn't it crazy?
Alright, I mean, so do we have any closing thoughts or things to expect going forward? I mean, we don't have a release date, we don't have anything.
I just don't want her to be a sellout. I think it's going to be a year, probably.
I wouldn't mind her taking a little bit of time. I think this book was fun. I think it...
No, she said it's over. The story... She's written all the books. They're all written.
Well, I'm just saying, like, she said that publishing this book was very stressful for her, like, in, like, the quick time crunch.
Oh.
So, again, I don't think, like, this book I didn't get the vibe it was written quickly. Like, I thought it was a fine book. I think I gave it, like, 4 stars or, you know, I think I'd give it 4. I really enjoyed this book. I just think I wouldn't mind if she took, like, a year or so to write it just because, like, I don't need you to give me a book every 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
She's the queen of ending on plot twists, which I'm into, or cliffhangers, rather.
Yeah, which only makes me wonder how the fuck the next ones will go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really don't have any ideas for the next book. I mean, you don't know either.
No, I don't. Well, because I also didn't really, like, the whole, like, Indarna thing, right over my head, like, for this book.
We knew that she was going to be, like, trying to, like, find out more about them, but yeah, I didn't see it going the way that it did.
Yeah, like, I didn't know it was going to be such an integral part of the story.
Yeah, I have no,
Like, I would say, like, that is probably even bigger than, you know, the whole Venin and...
Yeah.
You know, Navarre as, like... Or Basketh as, like, a school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think the Irids is, like, actually, like, the main plot.
Yeah.
I think
more Venin next book.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I hope people just start dropping left and right, like, to be Venin.
Yeah. That's really all I can predict is more Venin. Like, I'm at a loss. So, we don't know when the book's coming out. I'm excited. I'll definitely read the books again before the next one, just because.
Yeah. And then are you going to read them again before the 5th one?
Probably. Just because, like, you know, you kind of need to.
It's crazy.
Why not, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe, or, like, the one right before it. You know, like, maybe I won't do the whole thing again, you know? Okay. But, yeah.
Well, because when the next ACOTAR comes out, are we going to reread those books again?
I don't know.
I would say no.
I mean, if she takes another fucking year, maybe, you know? Like, who knows?
Who?
Right. What? Alright, so yeah, so, sorry to leave you on, like, we have no ideas, but we really don't. So, we are going to next be taking on another series, which we're excited about.
I'm excited about this one.
We're reading Powerless by...
Lauren Roberts.
Thank you, perfect. Lauren Roberts. Her newest book is releasing, so we're reading this kind of as that's coming out.
April?
This is the last book in that series.
Or is it March?
I think it's March.
March.
So we'll have that episode.
Thank God. A completed series.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so when this book comes out, it's not like, oh, like, this book is new and it ended, but what do we think's happening next? Like, no, it's over. Mm-hmm. So thank God, we'll give you guys a whole series, which we haven't done yet. Literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We have, like, ones on the list. Like, we'll eventually do, like, Twilight, Harry Potter, Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
But, like, we just haven't yet. But this is probably our first completed series.
Thank God.
Which is also popular. So, huzzah.
Huzzah!
Alright, so we'll see you guys next week for part 1 of Powerless. We're also going to do those in 2-part episodes for the big books of the series and a 1 episode for the novella. And that's it. So we'll see you guys next week.
See you there, be square.
Bye.
Bye.